hope all of you are good. Okay, yeah, it is actually displaying audio. I was wondering if it went. Oh, there's Elden Ring. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's displaying audio. It just doesn't seem to be moving as I'm moving about. So I don't see the sound. I didn't see the sound that was actually bumping. So I'm trying to use this as a basis for its audio. Dude! I didn't get far enough away. I hate that. I forgot about that AoE. The splish. asshole. I hate that. Because I was going for my attack and you decided to hit me through it all. Asshole. Okay, fine. I can't do a full attack. Crotch shooter? How dare you penetrate my crotch without consent? I didn't know you knew my fetish. Unrequited sex. Second hit! I'm dodging it! fine, but I also was trying to back away from that stupid attack of yours, and then you surprised me by not doing it or changing up your attacks entirely. And that's why I ran, because I was trying to get a distance, and then he started doing that attack. It's getting on my nerves. Okay, Supply, I don't know what was you. I don't. Okay? Cool. If it wasn't you, cool. Sorry, but it's getting to the point where randomness like that just isn't funny. What am I supposed to respond to that? Besides just being a douche. Sorry it wasn't you. Thank you for the hydrant. I hope you're well. Come on, man, because you have no rhythm with that shit. You just your delays up the ass. At least give me a rhythm for it. Like this attack has a rhythm. I'm sorry if I upset you and scared you off, Supply. Please don't leave. Like, I rarely get anybody, and whenever I do, you guys come in and say one thing and leave. What I do besides just being bad at everything. I'm blocking that other fucking attack. I just don't get why I'm getting destroyed by him when I've beaten him. One fight I really am not. Okay, he's doing different things. That other attack after launching his shit, that was different. Barely remember you. Well, I'm expecting him to do that other attack where he throws the one thing and does the spin. Not the one there. Also, I really need to pay attention and not go for at a wall. I wasn't expecting to be at the barrier of the fucking arena. Too oily. ass Manscaped. You're all kissing Kind of did, and then he came right at me. That's BS, actually. That's cool though. I didn't know I could just change up his pattern like that. Getting up on him. I thought he always did that, but that's a distance, and that makes more sense now. However, I still gotta find a way to dodge him closer. Oh, you hit the button! I dodged that and fucked. And fucked. Dodge and fuck. My favorite. Mouse. Can we do anything without you fucking deciding to move an extra couple fucking inches? Mouse. Like, God. Always have to fucking be a janky piece of shit. Spider-Ball power? Hey, PVG with the twerking. I hope you're enjoying the twerking. Working. I hope all of you are enjoying the twerk and the deaths. Again, sorry if I came off. I just sometimes when people just say random things like that, it's just like I'm so naturally just so serious most of the time. It gets me. It annoys me. Before people start doing it because it annoys me, please just respect people. I shouldn't have to tell people that I don't like a thing. If they see that I don't like, they should just stop. I told you, it's pet peeves of mine. I'm random, but at least my randomnicity kind of just is random. Saying I didn't do it for no reason or stuff like that, like you normally do, is just kind of weird. I'm sorry that it chases you away. Because there's no conversation that I'm part of. So I'm not gonna sit there and respond. Come on, dude! That's what I was expecting you when you did that first two swipes, but you just want to change up your attacks entirely and never fucking sit there. You don't attack enough. Fuck that. And that. And that. Back that circle. Do you not understand, game? Inputs, please. What part of that do you not get? I'm actually hitting this shit. that actually matters. Airplanes, Mach 20. Put it in my face. His attack, like he. Delays aren't that horrible for me, but when it comes to some, yes. But Jesus Christ, his attacks are so fucking slow. I do not remember this guy kicking my ass with that. Why did I? At him. How? God, I suck now. I can't. I don't think I'm gonna get there. I don't know how I did it. I had to have gotten lucky. Luck is not good. Luck is not a good thing to win with. I guarantee you, 100% of my streams are luck. Eve. I don't remember doing that attack at all.
dodge, you bum guzzling jerk off. Ah, come on. Stop with the attacks that... Stop with that. Just jump down. Don't fucking delay it. Tired of it. Come on, game! I'm dodging that attack. Why? I'm having trouble with the stupidest attacks. Adam, why did you get worse for me all of a sudden? I had no problem before. It's because I'm live and I'm trying to get through this. That's why I was losing to the stalk. You and your... How am I supposed to react to that? Hello? Thanks. Columbia. on, man! I hate that. It's such an easy attack, but I never expect it, and he surprises me with it. You douche noodle. Noodle of the douche. I'll be damned. Good, Cloud. How are you? Good. Going good. That's good, Dave. That pup. Going alright. Yeah, this Fike? This Fiken boss! He's the elder Natiba, which is basically he's the father of all the enemies. I don't necessarily know how that happened. I don't know if he was always this way. I don't know if that's a godlike status for his kind, because the enemies in this game were once human. Then they became monsters. Basically what happened is humans made AI. Then, for some reason, humans themselves wanted to be part of that, so they turned themselves into cyborgs. They had an entire war, and now Adam basically kind of wants... He wants closure. So his real goal is to have you fuse with him and take out... her name's Mother Sphere, the being who started the Eve Protocol, basically wiping out all of humanity. So in some way, to the Natiba, I want to say yes, he's like a god, but I don't know if by actual lore, he's actually like a eldritch being or anything like that. But knowing Souls, a lot of your final bosses, while not necessarily lords or demigods in some cases, they were lords. Like, Dark Souls 1, Lord Gwyn. Then in Dark Souls 3, you face the culmination of all the previous Cinders plus Gwyn. You got Gehrman from Bloodborne, who's technically the bitch of Moon Presence, but a lot of your final bosses, they're the Elden Beast, the Elden King, or Elden Lord. They're all... Yeah. So I'm gonna say kinda, in some way. I think Elden Ring has more of the demigodish, like, beings. I don't know if they're actually gods or if they're just revered as such, but Souls never really dabbled into too much of godlyhood that much. Yes, you got an Orlando. You know, you got Gwyn, Guinevere, Gwendolyn, and all them, but they're not actual gods. Gods. They're just ruled because they ruled as gods. They're not actual gods. They were actually human beings who took over the dark, who gained humanity through the fire and flame, and they gained their power that way. They were just normal, weak little bastards. Gods. But it's the equivalent of gods in that universe, yeah. Same can go for Mother Sphere, the female who basically runs the protocol of sending all these hot-ass females down to Earth to wipe it out. And then there's Adam, who basically wants me to wipe them out. sort of. So it's kind of two gods clashing. Bosses, not but hey, they're most. Yeah, there are gods in these games. I feel like Elden Ring has more gods than the Souls games do. Because the Souls games' gods are just more or less revered as such. They're not actively gods. They gain power through the Dark Soul. And then they ruled with an iron fist, and obviously you could see the result of such. They're not normal human by any means. They're giant. Technically speaking, their race, like Gwyn and all them, they're giants. Hence why Norlondo is so damn big. They're technically living. They're not, in a sense, immortal. But they all have their own lore. Whether or not they're actual gods, or just gods because their followers believe in them. Always crazy that you play as the garbage that is underneath the barrel. Yep. And then you tear down the rule and realize that the gods the gods that everyone loved really isn't good in most cases. I mean, Gwyn's entire influence is the reason why humanity was put into slavery, basically put into the asylums, because they can't die. They tortured the hell out of Manus to the point where he went batshit insane, causing the entirety of the events of Dark Souls to even happen in the first place. There's a lot. I think personally Manus should be the most godliest character of them all, because he's the progenitor of the Dark Soul. The very thing that everyone clamors for because they want their humanity. And once Manus died, his body split into 3. Creating the females you face in Dark Souls 2. Nashandra, Alana, Elsana, and you don't fight the third one, but the Ivory King DLC wife, you don't fight her. But nonetheless, I love Dark Souls. I can go on. Like, I don't know how I would feel if I never played Dark Souls back in like 2010. Like, I love RPGs, don't get me wrong, but Dark Souls has become one of my favorite like franchises of all time. And ever since then, I've just fell in love with any Souls-like that has remotely good combat. Monster Hunter World, Phantasy Star Online 2, this, Kingdom Hearts, which is kinda DLC later, sort of. You got, if you want to really play Kingdom Hearts good, you gotta treat it like a Dark Souls game. Dodge, block, whatever. Oh, my foot! The Shadow of the Erdtree DLC is adding to the lore. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I just bought it. I just bought it. So once me and my friend return to Elden Ring and play through the base game, we'll eventually get to this DLC. I don't want any spoils how to activate it for anyone who's already activated it. I've heard from him and other people online that it involves a optional boss. Mohg, the Lord of Blood, or whatever. That is fine, because I've fought Mohg before. I've beaten him. So, if that's the proc, that's fine. If there's more to it than that, because I didn't go out of my way to look that up. My friend told me it, and then I saw other people on other streams talking about it, and I was like, I can't watch this, because I have other streamers who are playing it. Other than that, I don't know how to proc it at all. So, if we miss it, but we will do it. I'll make sure. I gotta most likely buy him it, though, because my guy doesn't have... Even if he has money, it's more or less going towards his family and him. So I normally end up buying him a lot of this stuff. In my opinion, there is no optional. I mean, I see it the same way too, because I like to fight every boss. I wish that was the case, though. They're not all... I wish they were all mandatory, but there is a slew of missable bosses. It sucks. I did very well on my first playthrough. I fought Moog, Lord of Blood. I fought at least Malenia. I know there was some optional stuff I missed, but I at least fought him and Malenia and whoever else. So, like, I found all of them on my own. I was, like, pretty happy on that one. And the amount of hours Malenia took me. Probably like 3 or 4 hours, maybe. Maybe more than that. It's the equivalent of how long I've taken on some of these fights, I'll tell you. I do not remember I do not know what took me the longest out of any Souls fight, out of any of the Souls games. I don't think it's Dark Souls 1, however, Dark Souls 1 in general probably took me the longest to beat. God knows that game had me confused to hell. For a small game, Dark Souls 1 really... I feel like they packed it out to make it fleshed out a bit more. Because Dark Souls 1 is very short. Actually, it isn't hard. It's an obvious difference in the... It's an obvious difference in the... Ah! Alright. I'm not saying it's hard, I'm just saying I don't know if it's just a random proc like some DLCs, or if you have to do a bunch of bullshit like in Dark Souls 1. I just heard that you have to fight an optional boss. That's fine. I'm not gonna go out of my way and look for it, I'm just gonna hopefully proc it. Kinda like how you access the fucking... Dark Souls 3's first DLC with Gale. Ah! Names. It's not the Ring City. Because Gale is just like right there, and it's like, oh, hello. I was not expecting getting into those DLCs to be so easy. And that in Dark Souls 2's DLCs. It was just, oh, here you go, you downloaded the DLC, you can access it now. Or hey, you have Scholar, go find your keys. Scholar. Fuck you, Scholar. Actually, you gotta manually interact with something just like other Souls. Well, no, that's fine, but I mean, like, you have to do... Dark Souls 1 had you do this, go fight this, go collect this, and then go and fight this golden golem. You had to go do a few things. You had to collect the pendant, then you had to go fight the golem, then you had to talk to what's-her-face, then you had to go... After reloading for the spawn point for Manus to take you into the DLC. With Dark Souls 2, you can just either get the keys or play the original and access the DLC. Dark Souls 3, you meet Gale and they'll take you right into it. The first one. So it's just like, I like that. Talking to someone is fine. Having to proc it via a bunch of different ways is another entirely. The same with Bloodborne's DLC. Like, they kind of just gave you the necessary shit for it and a warp point, the warp stone, boom. Ah. But then again, most people probably wouldn't have picked up on the gravestone anyway, but it's still a lot better. Wait. I know you gotta talk to or interact with something to get into the DLC, because how would you just walk into a DLC? That doesn't make sense. I made sure to kill Godfrey and elevate my flameman playthrough before. Is that a bad thing if you don't? So I want a hard time with this DLC.
want to try to get to the DLC as early as I can. Lowest level I can. If possible, I don't want to beat a lot. I don't want to have to. I don't want to like. I want to have a lot of bosses left. I want the DLC to be like a midpoint thing that I do. I don't want to beat the game. And I know you can. I know you can. I want to go there as weak as possible. I want to try. I don't want to be a I don't want to be a ridiculously high level to the point where the DLC is a joke. Because knowing them, the DLC is gonna be pretty easy. I say that now, but the only reason I'm going off of that is because how hard can they make the DLC if it's not endgame? If it was endgame, then I can understand. But none of the other Dark Souls DLCs really were endgame. They're midpoint to me. Scale with perfect, that's what I want. Perfect. They're making the game harder. Love it. Keep on it, FromSoft. Do not make the game easier. Make it harder. Nobody wants it easy. No. I love that people think that they want. I love that people are claiming they want Elden Ring or Souls easier. I know they don't. Like no one wants that game to be easy. Whenever I see people joking online about how they want Dark Souls to be easy, I laugh. Dude, you're like 290 and they hit like a truck. That's good. That's good. Good. The only hard parts about the DLCs are the bosses. So if the areas can be hard, totally. Yeah, shit your ass. Cause yeah, no, I actually do want to. Let's go. I don't want to go into the DLC and it be a joke. Because that's how most of the Souls DLCs are. When you get to them. Smarter, so they really pressure you when to go heal because they know that you don't want to. Really learn that? They've learned that as they progress the series, as though the AI really picks up on your patterns. They've done that well with later games, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3. I think they did fantastic. So if Elden Ring is proving upon that, perfect. Because Stellar Blade does a fantastic job on that as well. Because I've always loved, depending on what you do, depicts the action of your enemies. Sometimes it's annoying when I go to heal because my proc doesn't go off, but the fact that he pressures me is amazing. And yes, I may have had a moment where I kind of like got really mad at Elden Ring when I was playing with my friend and a dragon killed me, but that's because I was really burnt out on the Souls at that point, and that's when I stopped streaming for like a few months. I didn't even rage quit. I was just done for the day, and then I just never came back. Just like burnt. Massive burnt. That's because we've done Dark Souls 3 all the way to Elden Ring. Most of Dark Souls. It's because our Dark Souls 3 playthrough spanned several years, but we finished up Dark Souls 3, played all the way from that downward from that to Demon Souls Remake and now back up to Elden Ring. And that's just the Souls games. We haven't even delved into the likes. Parrying to try to get better at it. I am horrible at parrying. I'm good at Dark Souls 1 parrying, though. Well, come on. I practiced it, however. Dark Souls 2 and 3 need some work. Bloodborne especially needs some work. The gun. Elden Ring, I haven't really focused that yet because I went great sword build and now I'm a double. I'm a scimitar and a knife or something? I forgot. Or dual wielding scimitars, I think it was, or katanas. Because I was definitely a bleed and poison build at that point. Second playthrough. I took your shield completely down. Damn. Parrying is great though when you actually get it down. Too bad I'm not great at it in Final Fantasy, but I love it in this. Hell? Oh. I really need that. Fucking balls? I don't like that you did that. I don't even know what that... Ah, man. I was busy running, so my angle was off, and I wasn't expecting him to do that attack either. I have to kind of like be on, straight on. If I'm at a weird angle, it fucks me up. Can't believe I can't beat you. What the hell? Oh, please! Just didn't stop. I block. Why is this taking this long? I've been helping a guy with bosses on Elden Ring, and he's a higher level than me, like 200. And he asked proceeded to tell me that I... No. Really? You're... This guy wants cooperation and has the balls to sit there and tell his cooperators to level because they're lower than him. Dude, you're the one who can't beat a boss at your level and you're asking for help. I wouldn't turn down someone who's better than you at the game because their level is slightly lower. How about you go with him, proceed to thrash that boss's ass, and then prove him wrong? Better yet, do it at soul level 1. Dude, maybe stop fucking teleporting. Oh, I need to get better. Yeah, that's it. Sit there. Like, I don't need to upgrade my damage any, even if I could actually. My damage isn't not maxed actually. I could also choose that preset too. But like, even if I had the choice to level up, or it technically can boost my strength more, or whatever, but that's not gonna save me. Why? Because if I'm failing on the boss's attack patterns, no amount of damage is gonna help me. And sure, even if I do murder the thing outright with a bunch of damage, it won't feel good, because I won't have learned them. That's why I'm very anal about not learning a boss. Because then it just makes me feel better, and then I come back full force next time I fight them and kick their ass. Usually what happens. Smoke, that's not how we first met. Smoke. Gotta love it. That's amazing. Everyone has room for improvement. Like, I know my guy Supply was playing Bloodborne at like max level somehow. I know he didn't earn that. He like downloaded a file or something or whatever. I'm like, and he's getting his ass kicked. I'm like, first off, you're making it harder on yourself because you're handicapping yourself. You're making it so you're more comfortable at a higher level rather than earning the victory of whatever you're doing. Wow. And I know Supply is good enough at Souls. Does he play it enough constantly? No. But he's good enough to get through. When he told me he did that though, I just felt, I was like, no, but like, just don't do that. And I told him straight up, if you ever want to play Souls with me, do not use that cheat ass file. I don't want someone to have any additional whatever help, even if it doesn't help them because of their lack of skill. I don't want someone who has far too much health, far too much damage, and is just murdering a boss because he does have that. I want to, like, that's why I like starting at the ground up on any game until we reach a certain point. Like, if I'm doing Monster Hunter World, I'm going to make a new file with my friends so we don't just continue our main, or my main, which then once we catch up to that, I will swap over, and then my main line of Monster Hunter streams will continue. There's a lot that I have planned for me and my friend Co-op. PS5, mainly. PS4, PS5 games, mainly. He has PC, but I don't know how well it can run the games. Dick. You're an Adam Dick. Adam Dick. Adam Dick. Adam Dick. Stab you in the dick. Stab you in the Adam Dick. I didn't need that. Fuck.
You mooch. You're a moocher. Moocher with them.
There's only one angel that I want.
None of y'all.
He gave 99 Lord Runes, and I did the math, and 99 Lord Runes gives me... More than 930,000 runes, and that is like 3 to 5 level. No, only 3. I know that feeling. That's why in Bloodborne I test to see how long I can hold my souls for, and over 1 million is barely any level up to me. Accepted the runes, but I won't use them for levels because they aren't worth it. Well, it's not worth it because 1 level or 2 or 5 isn't going to add much. Plus, you didn't earn them. Personally, me, I would have said thank you, but I don't need it, and I would not pop them anyway because I didn't earn those. Like, if I actually earned 4 mil souls or however many, I would sit there and level. Get them off me. Put them into a weapon, maybe. I don't know. Use them for levels, they aren't worth it, and I didn't earn them. See, you're just like me then. You kind of, you don't mind helping, but when it comes to, like, especially a first time, you kind of want to do a lot of that yourself and experience it, and I don't, unless it's really friends, I really don't want people to just hand me souls or levels. Like how if I were to meet a random and he gave me like a badass Pokemon that I've been looking for or something, I'd be happy, but at the same time, I would want to earn that myself. Unless it's like an event or something, but whenever I'm short on runes, I want to buy. Honestly, I really use runes. If I want runes, I'll go out and kill enemies. No, it's not. Not at all. Not at all. I'm sure there's plenty that can give you easy. I don't know any good farming spots, but I'm sure there's plenty. Dark Souls has farming spots in all of them. All the games. I used to farm at, let's see. My favorite farming spot in Dark Souls 1's the forest, right by the cat. All the enemies. If you're not part of the Covenant, they all chase after you. You basically go up the stairs, drop down the ledge, and then have them run off the ledge there, off to the cliff. It's slow, but that's a decent farming spot. Dark Souls 2, I farmed Giant Lord just because you can actually revive him in that game. You can revive bosses in Dark Souls 2, so I just farmed him, and since he gave you an ascetic every time, I just... Boom. My highest level in Dark Souls 2 is over 400 because of it. Which I take probably about 5 to 6 million souls to maybe come close to a level. Maybe a little more than that, but give or take. Like, at that point, you're taking well over 1 million to gain a level. And even then, your stats are all 50 to 60, which is its hard cap. At what cost are you going to be taking that 1 million souls to gain not even a point in that stat? And even if it is, it's not going to be worthwhile. It's got diminishing returns. Let's just say that. Past 50, your stats have diminishing returns. It's another one. I used to love watching those. Dark Souls 2 fight clubs. I don't know why people love Dark Souls 2's combat more in PvP. I don't. All I see is the same. But like, with the fight clubs though, and some of the, I don't know if you've ever watched like Sunlight Blade. He does like top 10 PvP kills, or depending on the genre, he'll have like certain genres of PvP, like whether or not a person's using weapon or items or whatever. Like I used to watch those all the time too. Santier Spear, when you crack it, oh fuck yeah. That's that weapon, I think, right? The one you gotta break. My favorite weapon, Dark Souls 2. Yeah, the Hellbreaker. Twin Blade, Red Iron Twin Blade, baby. I had 2 of those because I used the ascetic to spawn it. Oh, glorious. Dual wield fucking Not only that, it's dual wielding and power stancing. Your fucking maces are OP as hell. Power stancing fucking great swords is OP as hell. Power stancing the Red Iron Twin Blade is OP as hell. It's fucking, yeah, I love that weapon. I don't use twin blades, but the moment I found that weapon and I'm like, okay, this looks cool, I have to try it. Then I saw its moveset. I'm like, yeah, you're OP. When you broke Sethia Spear, it didn't have a durability. Interesting, I've never done that before. Actually, wait, I think I'm wrong on that. I think I have broken it once on stream. Just to have it. And I don't remember it. I remember clubbing with it. That's interesting. That is interesting. It's been a while since I've touched Dark Souls 2. Not since me and my friend streamed it. God knows when that was. He didn't enjoy it. Well, as the game progressed, he didn't enjoy it. There's a lot of gimmicks in Dark Souls 2 that I understand that he didn't. I'm glad he enjoyed Dark Souls 3 though, because Dark Souls 1 had the rough PvP or co-op. It just took fucking forever. To be fair though, Bloodborne does too. Take a while. It can. Not as bad as DS1. I hate that. I hate that surprise attack. Before you know it, that surprise attack's gonna be in my head and my ass. Sure. On liquor. Fuck you and that. Oh, my dick! Okay, let's take the time to learn your moves that I don't know. Fine. Fuck playing it the way I just was. Fine. Let's play it differently. Let's play. Never mind. Play it differently dies the same way. Battle strategy. I love the Faram, yeah. Great sword from Dark Souls 3 though. I love that. That weapon is great. I get the basic bitch great sword, the one in the swamp. The one that's up the building arch. That's the greatsword I use. I forgot, I think it's just greatsword. In my recent stream of it, when me and the Reaper played it, once we got to it in the Dragon Peak, I got me the Dragon the Dragon Tooth. I almost said Dragon Bone Smasher, and I was like, well, him. So then I used the Dragon Tooth for the first time, because I've never used it. Yeah, that's Dragon Slayer weapon. Yeah, that's what my friend said. He noticed that my friend Reaper is a fan of Berserk and Guts and all that shit. So he immediately recognized the influence for Dark Souls. And I was like, you know what? You're right, it actually is. Because I've never noticed that myself. And then I looked at him and I'm like, that is, straight up, it is. Holy shit. And I remember reading in interviews that Miyazaki and all of them are big fans of that. So I love that Souls can be based on the love for an anime like that. It's so cool. That is so cool. And I love that they don't throw that... I love that they don't always throw their main weapon at you either. Like, most games will have, like, a gimmicky main weapon that, like, is the face of their game. Like the Moonlight Greatsword. And Seath. even though Seath's not in every game. I love that they don't just throw both of them at you, but they do make references to either in all of the games since Kingsfield. And I do like that they reference Berserk and Guts and all that, so it's nice. There's a lot of references in Berserk and Dark Souls. It just kept bouncing. That's great. I didn't know that. I've not watched or read Berserk in a while. I would have to go. And this was before Dark Souls came into my life, so I would have to redo it, rewatch it, and see the inspiration. Ugh. Too many people are bitching about people or companies and things stealing ideas when it's all inspiration. Yeah, there's some people, like there are companies and stuff that do steal, but a lot of these names that release stuff and they have a reference to it aren't stealing it or, copying. They're taking the idea and using it as a reference. They credit them to. Same with this. Like, yeah, they made nods and oath. Probably credit him heavily. Dude, I pooped on you. I want a shot on you. I blocked that attack. Or I dodged that attack. Balls. Stop throwing your balls at me. I don't want your balls. No. Ah, fucking hell. Hide. Oh my god. I say I was gonna fight him differently. Wait. Your reach in my hole. Well, I actually wasn't expecting him to stop, so I was like, wait. That's why I paused there. What? Respecting each other's work. What I find funny is most people get stuck on the boss and all that. They go to because they think their build is the problem. Huh. It's interesting. I don't think I've ever come across anyone who has done that before. I've never done that. I've always just gone somewhere else for a while if I'm fucking horrible at a boss and I'm tired of trying. I'll try to go somewhere else if able. Normally I don't do that now, but in the past I have. I'm just like, oh, this boss is killing me. Can I go somewhere else? Let's try something. And then I come back after like maybe 20 levels or 15 to 20 levels if needed be. If I'm able to progress far enough, then I come back and wreck it. And it's usually early bosses. Not in all cases, but some. But that's why I love... Souls honestly needed some scaling for a while now, so it's nice. I personally think so. Just because, yeah, New Game Plus on scales a little, but it's doesn't scale to you. While a lot of people say it might be a flaw or a downfall to 8, Final Fantasy 8, but I really like that the monsters leveled with you. It actually made that game more of a challenge? Not really. I mean, yes, it did, but I didn't find it hard when I did it my actual second playthrough of the game. Because my first playthrough, of course, I didn't do that. But it's just like, I do like when games do that. Especially for an active timed related RPG that isn't actually full pure turn-based. It has some more strategy involved. So I do like that. Like 10-2 also had some moments where it got really rough with some of the super bosses, and you're thinking right on the spot. I love it. So I love that Elden Ring DLC scale, because it's honestly, I'm tired of people bitching that they want easy mode when FromSoft even knows that it would ruin their fucking game's fucking flow. Like, guys, do you really think they're gonna just change this now in a game, the franchise that's been established, and Elden Ring, which is also now established? If they want to make an easier game, they would have. Well, they did. Sekiro. Bloodborne. All of which are the easiest. Not just my opinion, it actively is. To be honest, I find Code Vein to be one of the harder Souls games. Souls-likes, just because I haven't beaten that game yet, and I'm getting my ass kicked horrifically in that game. Much more than anything, and on top of it, it's my first time, so my sense of direction and exploration is ass. And I'm in an area where I'm fighting a bunch of fat people and big dudes, and it's like, Code Vein, a lot. Yeah, I got up to like a churchy, like, castle-like area with a bunch of bigger enemies, and the boss is kicking my ass there. Yeah, I can't wait to do Code Vein. Me and my friend plan to do Remnant 1 and 2, even if it's just basically guns, but it's got boss fights-ish. Great swords. I'm a great sword user in that. I want to try out other weapons. I love Code Vein's build variety. Being able to take other classes and mix and match them with their skill tree abilities. I love that so much. Like, I feel like this game has quite a bit more variety with, yeah, you don't got a weapon, but you got these. You got these. Of course, you got your outfits. Then you got your skill tree here. You can kind of play the game in any different way you want. You could play it more offensively, more defensively, whatever. It's more like Sekiro, so yeah, you're going to be parrying and guarding and blocking a lot. But it also is a combo action-heavy game like Devil May Cry. So I really like the variety in this. And I'm glad that Stellar Blade has grown to critical acclaim now. My lever action rifle and Remnant. I don't remember where I got in that game. That game is so good. I love shotguns. I love combat rifles. Shotguns. They're my favorite shooters. Especially like Left 4 Dead and whatnot. Like, Remnant, I think I'm more of the assault, but I do like shotties too. Pistols are always also nice. I like in Borderlands, I like shotguns, combat rifles, and pistols. So I suck at sniping. If I were to play a more competitive shooter, I most likely would be a combat rifle shotgun in your face guy. Just because I'm better at that. And I spam. Like, some of my shots in this game where I have to use the gun, my aim is horrendous. Doesn't help that the controller kind of like the cursor here and there will move about and you're trying to fight moving enemies with it. Ugh. Doesn't help that I have depth perception, so I'm literally having issues aiming at a certain angle or a certain way. I love that I can go. I love for it. It goes deep with my love for it. I don't know what any of that means. I'm glad that we're having more of a conversation. It is really rare to get me to talk as much as you are. Or for anyone does, for that matter. It's nice to have an actual conversation, a full-on conversation. Oh. And I'm grateful that you stuck around through all that bullshit with 7. Man, I can't believe I actually got most of that done. So when I return to 7, I don't gotta deal with a lot of that. There's a couple missions I gotta do. Hopefully Kate Sith's ain't hard. But good lord, having beaten all that shit. It felt so damn annoying. But I did it without breaking things. And my own sanity. This is a game like COD, but it's a bit different. Ah. Can't shake me out of that. I'm like a leech. Ah, no. Well. Hey. That's a leech I'd rather have. I'll take. If you're comparing yourself to a leech, then that's the only kind of leech I would love to sap. Whatever the hell you sap. I really had no idea where I was going with any of that. No killer balls. Okay, I did it too early. Come on, I'm getting nowhere with this guy. That's not true. Oh, I know I keep looking on my bed for my phone. Nice. My phone is at 69%. Okay. I did hit that. I did hit it. I did it. I'm getting dizzy now. That's a side effect of talking too much. Yeah. PBG. Cute. Little minion. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Welcome in. Yeah. Indeed. Feel free to send love to everybody here. Send love to PBG, guys. She is going on Dead by Daylight for anyone who loves their competitive versus horror shootery or hack and slashy mix and match. But yeah, if you like your party games, send love to her. Send love to Cloud if you want your souls and your fun conversations on Elden Ring. Yes, PBG is live,
You
guys.
know,
She is awesome.
Three's a crowd, you know. You know what
She
they say,
loves
three's a
she
crowd.
loves her horror, her Dead by Daylight. She loves Pokemon. You'll find nothing but love.
Hey guys.
There's a
Who's
bunch
the
of
d-
people who
Okay, you're
deserve
there. You were
far
you're
more than I
behind
can
that
actually
wall.
give.
I was about to walk in that room and die.
I need to feature 2 clips I got from my Elden Ring stream last night. Ah, shit. Yeah, I gotta go check out if there's any clips that I have that I don't know about. It's been a while since I've checked my clips. Yeah, it's been a while since I've checked any of my clips. I was very surprised the last time I did. I was like, people are actually clipping shit. Why? It's not just me. Not that I clipped any of my stuff. It's just highlighting. I think it does that. Some of my clips are from my highlights, but I have not directly made clips of my own shit. Which is kind of interesting. I didn't realize people were enjoying. I thought I was just some weird guy who spouts random obscenities and bitches at his computer all the damn time. I know people bitch, but I feel like I'm just a one-hit butt. You hit the button. You must die now. Please don't hit my crotch. That's where my factory default is. That was meant to be a doge. I keep forgetting you do that. And then that. That quick couple slashes are like the worst because I don't know when he's going to do it. In every playthrough, you turn to be the worst out of them all. Not really. This one you are. The robot was definitely harder than you my first time. But grand scheme, you're way harder than him. Ping balls. Gotta get out of here. Yeah. Fucker, I was healing. Balls! This guy has balls! I don't know what you just... I just jumped. That was neat. Wow. Block all but one attack. I gotta like get better at dodging when he lands so I can get away from it. I was already caught off guard though anyway. Why are you a hellhole? Quit being a hellhole. I should be able to discard that. I don't know. 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 Damn it, I guarded. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why you did that. Such an easy attack. Wasn't expecting that to. Oh, man. I gotta... Gotta be able to get through that bit and the whole... Wow. Transform the system. Doing all right on that. I gotta get better. Better at that. That's good thing. Good. How many times I gotta fucking fight this boss for hours until I actually learn fully? Thing is I technically don't ever learn any boss fully. It's just I have the pattern of degrees in my head as I fight them. I go with a rhythm. I like I got caught off guard because I actually did not expect him to dash back. I was so in a flow that I got caught off guard by his attack. See, even anything can just throw me off. Like, that attack's killed me so many times, you would think I have it. Perfect, I missed the last. That's not my intent. Damn you! Dude! Eve, you need to heal sooner. Don't dodge at all. Just die. Right? Shot to the boob, and you're to blame. You give sex a bad name. Don't come out of that just hitting me. You're at a weird angle. Back, you're not even facing me, for one. Scrotum having ass. Ow. Yeah. Genocidal with the lure. Thank you. I hope you're doing well, Genocidal. I hope you're kicking ass, man. I hope you're an ass man. Because if you're not, then you have to kick something else.
Hope he has
As long as
like,
it's not a
nails on
can.
Kings or something. That's what I'm hoping for. But Ace would just
Don't
doesn't catch
ever
his
kick
kicker.
the can.
Oh, he has it. No.
And let's give some
Oh, good.
shout outs.
Okay, miss everything.
Send love
Please
to some
don't
people
fucking
who are
do that to me.
We got D-Vubs.
All right, mid.
D-Vubs going with them music. Them 24/7
Yes!
strums.
Fucking rights, baby! Give me the money!
No, I don't want to promote myself in someone else's stream. I've done that by accident. Excuse me. We got Adam going with some Resident Evil 8 or Village.
Heavily saucing with my blunty. Love you, boo boo blunty. Let me sing for you. Oh, sheesh, I got a tune. It's right just for you. We are singing nice. Got you
Yeah, Village is great.
full of freaking sauce. We are so drippy.
That's a game I need to return to. Like, I don't know, I love 4, but I love 4 and 8, but 8 is probably my favorite
Someone
of
sign this, man.
some of the more modern-esque, because I really like the exploration. That's what I loved about 4's remake. Like, the original is fun, but the remake is so much better. Like, I like the exploration. I love those comparatively to 5 and 6. Like, the originals are fine, where it's more horror, more puzzly, survival horror aspect, tank controls, but I really, really love what they're doing with, like, 7 and 8. Like, I don't know, I get people's complaints about 7 where it's, like, kind of limited to a house or whatever. You know, multiple small locations on a swamp. I really enjoyed 7. Biohazard was great. It's fantastic DLC as well. I'm excited for Code Veronica remake. I'm excited for Dead Rising 1 remaster. Whatever the hell Capcom wants to call it. I've been waiting for Dead Rising 1 to get a re-release and not the one we got at 2016. Because yes, that made my day, but it was just a port. This is an actual remaster with updated visuals. I hope it's good. I really can't fucking wait. So, Capcom is awesome for that. And then I saw a video on Phantasy Star Online. It was a picture of a dude throwing out all the different pieces of Phantasy Star Online, like physical copies of it. And I'm like, okay. And then comments were saying something about a remaster or remake or reboot happening, and I'm like, really hoping Sega does this, because then if that's the case, this year has a lot going on for me. When it comes to having, well, mention, not this year specifically, because they're not going to be releasing these this year, but seeing Dead Rising and seeing that in the next couple years, if that happens, oh, I'm going to be loving it. Especially with part 3 of 7 coming in a couple years as well. Frickin' Snake Eater remake. And I know people aren't as excited about the Lollipop Chainsaw remaster. I still will play that. There's a lot happening and a lot of things that I wanted. Code Veronica also is one of them. That's easily one of my favorite Resident Evils. A lot of Chainsaw is amazing, yeah. I know that they're rebooting or remastering it, and unfortunately they lost all their copyright, so they can't do any of the songs, and I'm sure there's gonna be censored stuff, like probably some of the jokes are maybe gonna be changed. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna take out the Panty trophy. Considering her age. Not that it matters because she's fake, but if people really care, that might be a reason why. When you're able to, then again, I don't know how intentional it was, but somebody at Square Enix put in panties on Sophie in Kingdom Hearts 1. They are like 16, 17, and 8. Even younger in Kingdom Hearts just because they childized everybody. They're probably the same ages, but if you're going off of that logic, that's even worse. But yeah, there's a trophy associated for looking up the fucking Julie skirt. It's stupid, but funny. I wonder if they're gonna change that. Like, you don't even get one for looking up her ass. I can get lost in that ass. More ways than one. I remember playing Lollipop Chainsaw a couple years back in October. Man, that was fun. That was a fun little ride that I had of memory lane. This year, I believe I'm doing Silent Hill, one of the Silent Hill Downpour, Homecoming, whichever one is first. And no Dead Rising 4. I've done all the REs because a friend of mine that I worked with wanted me to play them, so I decided to just marathon the rest of the ones, marathon them all. So I played all of REs already. That includes the 4 in its DLC a while back. And 8's DLC. I give Parasite Eve 1 again. Re-give that another try, or give Parasite Eve a try because I beat Parasite Eve 1. I need to retry 2, but I loved 1, so I'm gonna play that again. There's quite a bit of plans for October. Then maybe some Left 4 Dead co-op with my friend Irving, or Reaper, if he's down for that. Just to have some fun little zombie stuff on the side. Maybe some Dead Rising co-op. Throw in something else. That'd be awesome. I'm looking forward to Silent Hill, but at the same time I'm not, because I have seen people play them, and they are... The PS3 ones don't look fun. Then again, I started to see the downfall of Silent Hill in the Room, though. Like, the Room was alright. Definitely not as good as the first 3. Also, that's another game, Silent Hill 2 remake, that people are not happy about. Its look so far. So far, it just looks like a PS2 game. Retro Andy, he was doing some Dead Rising probably like a week ago or something like that. I know he was on Dead Rising. Now he's doing Baldur's Gate. Awesome guy. We got Carrying with Colors, who also plays a lot with PBG and does a lot of Dead by Daylight. You'll catch them on Fortnite, other competitive stuff. Carrying is awesome.
All I've done with this game and the other game is complain about bullshit. Just call it the bullshit unleashed.
PBG going with... Assuming they're going together? They are part of that community. At each other, I think. They're also part of my community, as in Pride. Support the Pride. He's also doing a. Oh, that's awesome. He's also doing a charity stream for syndromes. He didn't mention specifically. He just said in aid of any syndromes without any. Okay, so he's doing a thing. Cool, cool. I should do more things like that. The only reason what's stopping me is the last person that I did a giveaway for robbed me. Kinda. I bought the game for him and he never came back. I felt robbed. I don't sit there and want someone to come back solely because I bought him a thing, but it's just like... I get I'm gonna get new people, especially when it came to Pokemon, because I bought the Arceus. It just felt like I was robbed. And if you do join back, I appreciate you so much. But like... that was the first time I wanted to try something, and it just took it out of me after that. That's probably why you guys rarely see me do any type of event stuff. For one, I'm not great at like hosting that kind of stuff, just because I'm last minute. And the last time I tried doing that, I had my seizures, and all of my original plan of doing massive, like cooperative party games and all this other stuff with other streamers and just raiding about, meeting other people's communities, it just fell through. And I don't even know how well that would have gone anyway, but it was my birthday, so that was my plan. Like the only other, and I still had a ton of people come in though that day. Everyone still came in though. I had like 80 people, 80 subs by the end of that day, something like that. Everyone was wishing me well. It was great. It wasn't a great stream day in general. Like, the stream was good, but, like, I was not in a good mood because I was, like, man. I was all fucked up. Tired. Oh! Yeah, I see. Features were pretty bad. Well, yeah, I don't know about it. My face was pretty bad. First. That's the day I returned. My face was horrible. For anyone who doesn't know, I had seizures. And these are the results of my face when I came back. Hospital. Fucking bit my lip. Busted my jaw back here. Bit my tongue. My tongue swole up. My cheekbone, my eye, black eye, busted cheekbone. Found out I have a... I also found out I have a deviated septum thanks to that, which would explain why I somewhat have a hard time with my breath. There's a lot of cases where I run out of air or talk too much and I gasp. Or whatever. Like, I've always had issues, not like horrendous breathing issues, but I've noticed, and that explains it, why